This week on the Unqualified Gamers Podcast, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The boys talk about Gen Z versus 90s gaming, Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua, and PSA buying out Beckett. Episode 150? Is it 150?
150. We're getting close to that 3-year, man.
Of the Unqualified Gamers Podcast.
5-0 Popo.
Oh, chill.
It's special.
One time.
It's special.
Is it?
So, yeah. That's
what's
3
50?
years.
Is 50 special or the...
I mean, 150.
Is...
150. They're both. I think they're both special, you know?
Well, both of y'all are special.
I mean...
My mom always told me that.
So did mine. My mom told me that, too.
No doubts, guy. I have no doubts.
I will say, Nicole got a little bit lucky this time because we almost didn't have an episode this week. It was pretty close.
Well,
and there was no warning.
There
was a lot of stuff.
Listen, there's still there's still a chance that we don't have an episode Monday at fucking 4 a.m.
And 7 or whichever.
Or, yeah. Well, yeah, whichever. Because we're supposed to get snow today.
Ooh,
and if it fucks with my internet, we might be fucked. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, everybody have a Merry Christmas. This is our post-Christmas episode. Should have recorded it on Christmas.
Should say Happy New Year because this is going to be the last episode before 2026.
Yes. Mm-hmm. What a year 2026 is going to be for the podcast.
How many new gaming systems did your daughters get there, Casey?
Yeah, how many?
For Christmas, none.
What about just for
before that?
What about for just like Friday gifts? How'd that go?
Oh no, I don't. The only thing we bought this year is what Kai's favorite, the Nintendo Switch 2. So all three of us have a Nintendo Switch.
You just have the two. They have the originals.
Oh,
because Chloe wanted.
No, you bought something else for him this year. You liar.
What?
I don't remember.
You bought them each a PC.
Well, that was Christmas last year.
Was it Christmas last year? Oh,
yeah. That was their big gift. Big gift last year.
So you had a PC for over a year now?
Huh. You talked me into it. You conned me into it last October.
You're welcome.
Hey, man. Best choice you ever made.
You know, technically it has saved money, so can't really complain there.
Oh, we try to tell people that, and then you go in, you buy a PC.
I feel like
more money, but
I feel like it doesn't save money for a couple years, but yeah.
It depends on how you operate. If you're like CC where you need 7 monitors, maybe it doesn't save money right away. But if you're, cool collective and you just need 2,
dude, this
probably okay.
I had to have all these monitors for the edit team. Like they
need. In our case, it saved a lot of money because at one point I was paying for 2 Xbox Live accounts, the PlayStation Plus account, and which Nintendo's like $50 for an entire year. So that's not really.
Does it count like family plan? Like if you buy it, then the girls can access the plan as well.
So Xbox used to have kind of something like that, but I don't think it is anymore. I think you have to have your own.
No,
could be wrong.
I think there is a family account on the Nintendo. I did because it's only like $20 or something for online, and then like the $50 one's the one where you get you can play all the
Roll Tide, Casey, Roll Tide.
Roll Tide. The $50 one you can play like your Nintendo 64 games they've got on there, GameCube, and
there's
Nintendo, Super Nintendo.
There's a thing on here that it's on the list, and you pretty much butted into it. So
okay, go ahead.
This is a browser. So you're talking about playing like that retro game. There's actually a website you can go to for retro gaming. It's rec0ded88.com. It literally, so I went to it and checked it out. Now you're going to have to be careful because when you want to play those retro games, you select which system you want, and then you can go to the games within, not saying every single game's in there.
What is it again?
rec0ded88.com. And that you can select, I think it's like recoded 88, but it's what I 100% went to it, so I know it works, but just copy it from the list and paste it in there. But when you go to it, you select the system you want to play, and then you can select the game you want to play, and you can recode the buttons to be whatever you want it to be on your keyboard and mouse or whatever. and then you can play the old games that you don't have you can play in the browser, which is really sweet.
Did I bring up fucking RuneScape last week?
You did, yeah.
Okay. I won't bore the world with that again.
That or Arc Raiders. Don't do
it. Okay. First of all, Arc Raiders is the best game since PUBG / Fortnite. Okay.
Says the Call of Duty guy.
That's crazy.
No, I'm telling you right now, it's so good, man. There's so much to do in it, so much content in it.
It's pretty fun, yeah. One thing I don't like is like the new expedition is all like Stella Montes based.
Well,
like all the stuff you have to do.
Our viewers called you a pussy for the last week now because
they were saying, oh, it's not that hard to get 5. There was a dude who tried to say he got 50 to 75K per round when he went in, and it didn't take him that long to. I'm like, what are you doing where you're getting 50 to 75K a round?
I would say I get between 30 and 70 every round.
30 and 70?
Yeah.
Bro, I can get between 26 and like 45. Maybe 50.
I got 112 earlier. Are you going with free loadout every time?
Not every time.
Okay.
I went in with like a haul, but I'm not selling the stuff that I'm bringing in either. So if I'm coming out with a haul, the profit in a sense would be what I didn't bring in, being sold or broke down.
I agree with that.
So like I had to go in. I went in with a hull cracker to Stella Montes because you have to get shredder gyros, whatever.
Yep.
For part of the expedition. Yep. So I went in with a hull cracker, and I actually posted a video on my TikTok. I get fucked up by a Bastion from under the floor.
Dude, the arcs are way stronger. Like
this isn't even a strong thing. He shot me through the floor. Like he's in the assembly area.
Yeah.
And I'm above. I killed a shredder inside of a room. Go into the room to pick up the gyro, and it's like
sounds like a skill issue to me.
It might be, yeah.
But
look at the video.
You also have to remember that, like, when they announced the expedition, like they did it pretty early, but we didn't.
I do like that they're 60 days.
I didn't start working on it until like 2 weeks beforehand, and I ended with 2 mil. I did that in 2 weeks. I completely filled the expedition and got 2 mil within 2 weeks. So if you would have paid attention,
this was the thing we were talking about was like how much time you have. You have 160 hours in the game. I have half of that, maybe.
Yeah. No, I saw.
So I don't have the kind of time to play. You know what I mean? So for people to be like, "Oh, it's not that hard. You can get it in, 3 hours." No, you can't. You cannot complete the expedition and get 5 mil in 3 hours. You can't. So I get that for some people, like, oh, it's easy. You can just go in and get whatever, and they're killing rocketeers and bombardiers and stuff like that. Yeah. But if I've literally cleared out my inventory to try and make it through this expedition,
I've got 164 hours. You've got 93. But like, still in that 2 week period, like, I got all of that done in 2 weeks. This time it should be gravy. And it's a lot of
60 days. I'm not.
Last time it was 60 days also. But we didn't really know what it was, so nobody was really.
Yeah, we had no idea.
Yeah. So
there's no advertisement or anything on it. It was just like, oh, build this thing. And you're like, okay. The problem with what we were saying last week was they announced that you were going to need 5 mil for 5 skill points later. Like they had announced you were going to get 5 skill points, but it wasn't until like a week or two before. And it's like, I don't have much time to play. I could have been trying to grind to get just money instead of giving away stuff to help people.
Well,
with other objects they were doing.
You feel like you need sleep, okay?
But, bro, I go to sleep at like midnight, 1 o'clock, and wake up at 6. I don't need a lot of sleep.
You could play a couple more.
It's more of family time. Your kids are grown. My kids are not grown. Plus, my wife wants to spend time with me. So, I mean, there's a lot of family time that still needs to happen. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I get it.
So anyway, I apologize to everybody for bringing up Arc Raiders.
Yeah, see, whose fault is it this time? Casey's. We didn't even have Arc Raiders on the list, and here you are bringing it up.
I was gonna start playing Chrono Trigger on this website you gave us.
I would like to schedule like a night where we play BF6, us 3.
We could. I mean, I still have it.
Yeah.
Casey should still have it.
I got it.
Card game now, or Cyberpunk, one of the two.
Yeah, I really I haven't played it since Arc Raiders came out, so I would like to get in and play some. So
I've played it a couple times.
Yeah.
I finally discovered mods on Cyberpunk, so.
Oh God. Don't get banned.
Cheater.
Don't get banned.
Don't get banned. There's also we've been talking about embroidered hats, which hopefully by the end of the year I'll have a number. We can try and get some embroidered hats. There was a guy that works with my mom who apparently is a fan of the podcast and has been listening to us before he even went to work there, which is awesome. It's kind of funny because he was talking to her and she's like, "Oh yeah, my son does a podcast," and she goes, "It's the Unqualified Gamers podcast," and he goes, "I watch that." Which one's your son? You know, so it's funny. But I was talking to her about embroidered hats, and then he says that he would want an embroidered beanie, which I never thought about, especially for the colder states. I was like, that'd be pretty cool, but that's something else. Of course, we'd have to look into. I don't know. Maybe we can definitely try and put it out there. We do have embroidered hats we're trying to get a count on, which is like, it's gonna be like $30 thing. That's not anything that goes towards us. It's more of just like you're wearing a hat that supports the Unqualified Gamers. Everything just you're getting it at cost. I'm not I extra anything. So
I logged into TikTok on my phone today on the podcast account.
Right.
And I applied for monetization on TikTok.
Oh, nice.
So it asked me if I wanted to. I was like, sure. So just letting you know that. So make sure you watch our videos and like them and share them with all your friends.
Yeah, we can try and get shirts and hats and all that made to give away.
Yeah.
Which would be great.
Yeah, I think
it'd be cool. There's also another podcast that I feel, every time I've watched them, they've kind of given us a shout out. So I just want to give them a shout out, which is the Unsolicited Talk podcast.
Every time you've watched them, didn't they just do one? Oh, they did two. Oh, okay. I just watched one. I just watched one.
You missed the second one. Yeah. No, it's Racy's been on here before as a guest. He's actually been on here a couple times. My brother. He and my brother-in-law Steve have started a podcast. They don't talk about just games or anything like that. They talk about everything under the sun. First episode,
I was wondering if he was who that was because he was talking about with your sister, and I was like, well, "That's fucking weird."
It's my sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, he does that all the time. Like when I worked with him in Lake City, that's what it was. It was just
I gotcha. All right.
Jokes about my sister. I'm like,
let's
okay,
go. Let's go, man.
Good for you, buddy.
Right.
High five. Yeah.
Yeah. Good job.
Good job. Now you know. Now that makes more sense, huh?
Well, I was like, is he just taking a shot?
People talk about moms.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, all right. No, that makes a little more sense now.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. But yeah, good show. We'll put their link to their YouTube or something in our description this week.
Yeah, I got the YouTube down there. They've got other links. I think the other links are in their YouTube bio. I'm pretty sure. I think they usually stream live on Kick, and then they'll post it on YouTube and Spotify and all that good stuff. So maybe I'll throw their Kick in there too. So,
right
on. One thing that did kind of happen this weekend, a little bit of sad news. Co-founder of Call of Duty / the guy who's working on this last Battlefield 6, Vince Zampella. Jeez, oh,
yeah.
He was in a car accident and he passed away. So don't expect this Battlefield 6 to be the last of them. I believe he had a passenger or something in the car, but it's just crazy. Like I guess it was actually posted if it was the one I saw where it came out of a tunnel and
the red car.
Yeah, and then barely missed going past the barrier. He actually hit the corner of it or something. And
I wouldn't say that's the end of Battlefield. I'm sure they have a whole team working on it, but yeah.
Good Battlefield. Vince had he co-founded Call of Duty when it was good, and then he came over to Battlefield 6 and made it, the greatest Battlefield 6 or Battlefield yet. So I'm not saying that future Battlefields can't be good, but as of right now, that's the guy who made a lot of great games. You know what I mean?
Right on.
I wasn't so sure if that video was AI or not whenever I saw it.
I thought it was too, and then when I saw him being dragged from the car or something like that, and people kind of running over, I thought maybe not, and then of course people were like, "That is the video." I was like, "Oh snap!" Makes you wonder, why were they standing there recording him speeding through the tunnel or something? I don't know.
Yeah, you can't trust anything anymore. Everything's fucking AI.
It's definitely hard. I know. Yeah. And then they're killing all of our RAM. There was rumors that Asus was going to start making RAM, so prices would drop. But then, I looked into that, and apparently that's false. They haven't actually declared making any sort of RAM.
Oh, okay.
Processors or anything. I don't know. That's what I found when I read different articles. They were saying there was actually no sort, but it might be one of those leaks. Let people say that.
It would kind of surprise me if they didn't, just with all the other stuff they already make. But who knows?
I'm not saying it would be hard for them to do it, but
yeah,
it wouldn't be a bad idea for them to do it,
right?
Speaking of AI, you have on here about the Expedition 33. Is that true?
That is true. Yeah. They lost Game of the Year. They had it stripped away, which I don't know if Casey heard about that or not.
I did not.
Yeah, I've seen other people saying it's like the best game or whatever. So
I'm confused.
So Expedition 33 stated before that they didn't use AI to make the game, but they used Gen AI when they were done with the game or something like that, but not in the making of the game. But apparently they found out that they did use AI to make the game, which there's certain guidelines that they can't use AI for the game. And so they got Game of the Year taken away from them.
Oh, no shit.
Expedition 33 is no longer Game of the Year. I don't know if they've picked a different one, a new winner, but
Arc Raiders?
At least this year's. I mean, was Arc Raiders wasn't even on there, was it?
No. I don't think so.
Rightfully so.
It was like best multiplayer or something like that, but I don't think
Casey, I'm going to gift you Arc Raiders.
No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to gift it right back.
I'm going to gift it right.
Gonna happen.
Except denied.
Re-gift.
Re-gift? I'm gonna pass my gift. It's like a white elephant gift. You have to take it.
It's on sale right now, dude.
For how much?
I give it about
32
5 years and AI is going to take over everything, making games, movies, everything. It's only a matter of time.
Are we friends?
But the thing with AI is it's not, AI isn't creative in of itself. It needs prompts. It needs to figure out how to do things. Now it can get better and better at its designs and the way it functions on things, but it has specific coding and resources and has to be given some sort of prompt.
What's your Steam
I've said
account?
this before. I've seen Terminator 2. I know what happens with AI, okay? I've seen the movie.
Which one?
All of them.
Terminator 2. Yeah.
Just Terminator 2?
Skynet, dude.
Yeah.
Did you try the newest one?
Skynet.
Or did you see the newest one with the, was it the guy who was like
Dark
human part Terminator or something?
Holy shit.
Was there another newer one?
Well, there was Genesis and then Dark Fate, which is the one they brought the original actress back.
So
and like changed the storyline. It was supposed to be continuation of like Terminator 2 and ignored all the other Terminator 3 and Genesis and everything else.
I opened up Steam to gift this to Casey, even though it doesn't look like we're friends on here. But Star Wars Battlefront 2 Celebration Edition is 90% off. It's normally $40. It's only $4.
Online friends, CC Punishment online. Right there.
What's your name? What's your name on there?
Red.
It's just Red. Oh, okay.
Red.
Then I guess we are friends.
Here. I tried to find his
retarded, extremely dangerous.
I tried to find his Battlefield name on on the Battlefield whatever to see KD and stuff like that. There's so many different Reds that you can't just say Red.
What's your picture?
They're all fake.
Is it a car? Oh, Casey, that's you. Okay.
The DeLorean, yeah.
Okay.
You know what that car is? It's a pretty
car.
Cool car.
Yeah, it's a car.
It's a time machine.
You are now the proud owner of Arc Raiders, Casey.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God. You
got to force him into it now.
How you block somebody?
Dare you give me things, you bastard.
I expect raids
gonna get sucked
soon. Raids soon. It's so good, man. It's such a good game. Tarkov's actually on sale too. Normally it's 25% off. Normally it's $50. It's $37.50 right now. Ready or not?
That's not bad for
40% off. That's $50. Normally it's $30 right now. I know you were big into that.
Mm-hmm. I've done a few updates with it, but
Doom Dark Ages, 50% off. Normally it's $70. It's $35. Yeah, a lot of big Steam sales right now.
I wonder when that's ending. That's the winter sale, isn't it?
Must be. Yeah, it is. Yeah, January 5th at 10 a.m.
Oh, there you go.
Borderlands is on sale too. I should grab that. It's $55. Borderlands 4. Yeah. I haven't played it yet.
Even you might want to go to CD Keys and get it for cheaper.
Yeah, I was supposed to say it's probably cheaper because I want to say I saw it on there the other day for like $40-something.
Okay, I'll check it out. But
There's that's not a bad price on Doom though.
No, not at all.
There's a study that went around for new games versus old games. So the games that we had where it was on recoded or whatever.com, 88.com, that type of gaming era was way different, obviously, than newer game eras. Because you're talking about like Fortnite, Warzone, Arc Raiders, all that good stuff compared to like Sonic the Hedgehog and stuff like that. So there was actually a study that was done on 90s games versus now games. So 90s versus Gen Z in a sense, and how the games actually affect you in real life and how your mentality actually breaks down from that. So, back in the day,
right? Sounds like some liberal bullshit, but okay, go on.
Back in the day, you had 3 lives, you had no hints, no tutorials. It was basically like you possibly were going to fail at the game, and then you were going to have to restart and try and figure it out again.
Yeah.
Or you would take your time, figure it out, and not just try and rush through it and die and then go again. So there was a lot of things that your brain was wired to learn. So patience, planning, tolerating some of that frustration. Though obviously people still throw controllers and break keyboards, but a lot of that frustration when you would die and have to start the entire game over again after you lost all your lives, a lot of people had to learn like that patience. And then your mind was rewired. It was like you lose, you restart, you die, you try again, you fail, you have to figure out how to fix it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, modern games are saying the struggle for kids is a lot less. So their brains don't like learn how to cope with a lot of things in life. That's why when kids play modern shows, modern movies, they have a lot more of an attitude. They think, they have a lot more of the main character syndrome with a lot of kids. It's because they have this auto saving constantly, step-by-step guides, endless checkpoints. They've got like that no failure mode. The muscle memory just disappears. So your kids basically just get the easy way. It's like a participation trophy in games. It's just like, go this way, do this, and there you go. When you were a kid and you would try and ask for help, they'd be like, oh, help me. Or your brothers ask you for help. Be like, oh, help me get through this. Be like, no, figure it out. That's what the game is you have to figure it out. I can't sit here and...
I would help. I'm a nice guy.
Yes, but then you're hurting them. It's like, how when you say it hurts you more than it hurts them with your kids, right? Because you want to discipline them because they need discipline so that way they can be a lot better humans later down the road. Same thing with gaming. When you constantly do everything for them, they don't learn how to be better at the game. So the same thing is happening here where kids are being given so much in games now, and there's no end. It never ends. So at the end of ours, no matter if you won or lost, the game ended, right? So if you lost, restarted, the game was done. If you won, it came to a finish. There was a story at the end, something. Now games like Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, all of that is just a continuous loop. Right. So there's never an end. There's never a closure for video games. So there's a lot of constant dopamine being fed to kids.
I prefer this to like the old way. That's because I don't play single player games. Like I love The Last Caretaker. I just haven't had time. I just haven't had time because I'm so into Ark.
Right. I'm not. But the difference between how we grew up, like we're grown, like our usually development for men is like in their 20s, right? Women stop around 18, men stop around 25, something like that, right? Your mental capacity is like continuously working through that. So during the 90s, that's where our brain was developing these muscle memories. We were learning this as kids, right? We were gaining this sort of way to handle things in games. Now kids are growing with an iPad and Roblox and saying it's a continuous loop. They're not having this failure. They're getting that constant dopamine. So when they do lose something, especially like in real life, like you can't have something, attitude, temper, right? You got to control that, but it's hard because the games are literally feeding them.
I mean, it's also different because like if we did that shit, like our fucking right across the side of the head,
I'm not saying parents won't react the same, but when kids are so used to every single time like something happens, they're like, oh, we'll just put you right back here. They don't have that failure aspect. They don't know how to learn and be losers. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that some kids don't. I'm not saying that, parents can't teach their kids in different ways like sports and stuff, but the video games nowadays that kids start off on don't give them that opportunity.
I I mean, it's not all games. I mean, the kids, they've got plenty of Nintendo games that still are, your old school type Super Nintendo play style. So,
like Mario. That's like I like my kids to watch old shows like Boy Meets World. That's one of the shows I like my kids watching because it's not that crazy like switching scenes every 3 seconds type of thing and getting their brains to trigger different and all that good stuff. So
Boy Meets World, what a show!
That's a great show.
It was good back in the day.
Forgot all about that.
Yeah, so did I.
They did Girl Meets World for like a continuation, just wasn't the same, obviously.
Yeah, it couldn't be.
No,
it couldn't be.
But
what's this? The PSA did buy Beckett already.
Yeah.
Oh, I know we talked about Beckett. Last week.
Yeah. A lot of people are speaking about moving to different places because obviously PSA takes the longest, but it's like one of the best selling grades.
Yeah.
But they bought out Beckett. So, and now with PSA buying cards that they grade, there's a confusion level there because how are you going to be buying cards that you yourself are grading? So then you buy the cards and then you regrade them yourself, which a lot of people have been saying have been issues when they look at the cards they sell to PSA.
We talked about that last week.
Right. So a lot of people are saying, hey, maybe push to different grading companies. A lot of people are saying Tag. As low on the spectrum as Tag is, it's all like AI computer tested on your, like,
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of Tag?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So Tag is like supposed to be like one of the most non-human way to grade cards, and it will literally give you a breakdown of why your card's rating is what it is. It'll show alignment, it'll show like depth within the card, all that stuff, and then it'll send it to you like there's a barcode on that.
I should send them.
Anybody can look at it.
I should send some in here and just see how it goes.
You should, yeah. I think they're at like, I think between them and one other people, they're at like, I don't know, 8% or something like that of the total cards that get graded a year.
Honestly, most of the time when I grade cards, it's just for the case.
Right. Understandable. Yeah. They were saying that, people
like make money and
maybe will be pushing towards CGC, but the problem with that is they're afraid that that's going to be the next thing that PSA buys. PSA Beckett. And then how long is it going to be before PSA implements their way into the Beckett grading system? And then a guy out of New York, one of the House Senate, whatever, something, Pat Ryan out of New York is asking the FTC to investigate PSA because they're taking too much control of the market and monopolizing. As soon as they bought Beckett, Beckett is the second highest under PSA, and then they bought Beckett, and now they're also buying and selling cards. Like, you're starting to monopolize the market. So they've been asked to be investigated in a sense, which makes sense to me because when you start taking over an entire industry, right, and then you can grade cards for whatever cost you want because you're the only one grading cards, and then you're buying cards and then regrading them and selling them at a higher cost.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's sketchy,
Yeah, they should honestly be investigated pretty heavily for that whole grading cards at lower, and then after they buy them, they grade like the same ones. That's
why I'm saying everybody should be moving to Tag. But I mean,
yeah, I don't know much about Tag, but I will try to remember to send some cards in there and see what happens.
Yeah, you definitely should. I mean, I've heard good things about them, even though they have like the lowest number of cards that are being reviewed. But still, I mean,
I've got all my Baker Mayfield rookies that and my Patrick Mahomes rookies that need graded. So maybe I'll send some in.
Yeah. See how they look. I mean, it comes with like a little QR code you can scan, and it'll show you everything about your card. Which means when you go to hand it to somebody, they can see everything about the card, which is, I think, awesome.
Well, like PSA just has like a number that you can type in on their website.
Yeah, but why do that when you can literally just scan a QR code?
No, I agree. I'm just saying there's a way to check it out on PSA.
And then it gives you like an actual breakdown, like everything. The center of the card, the border, the corners, everything. It tells you everything about it, which is great.
Yeah.
Also, this last week? I think it was this last week. Did you watch the Jake Paul Anthony Joshua fight?
I did.
Oh, TikTok.
On TikTok.
I watched it on my TV.
The end of it, the good part.
The good part.
It was free on Netflix, wasn't it?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It was on Netflix, I think. Yeah.
I ain't got Netflix. So.
Okay.
See, that's why. Well, I'm just happy someone finally didn't take the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey,
they say
you say what you want about Jake Paul. That dude fought a hell of a fight. Okay.
Like Racy was saying on his talk with Steve on Unsolicited Talk, right? It's not that. So if he earned, I think $94 million or something like that for that match. Yeah. Steve was saying, it's not that it's
seems pretty high.
Him going in and fighting or whatever. It's scripted. It's like that he was making money. Like he might have scripted it, and it was a way of making money. And it's like almost like a movie type of thing, right? You have it written. You have this coordination, a ballet, a dance, whatever. The thing is, he was putting on this persona like he was this great boxer, like the best boxer in the entire world. And then he's like giving signals, paying people to basically fall or not get a knockout and let him win by punches. It's just like, especially when you have betting going on, like there shouldn't be any betting if it's a scripted type of thing,
See,
you don't think it's scripted at all?
It's not. No, it's absolutely not. It's not. I'm telling you, it's just not.
I think you're on drugs. You're telling me Mike Tyson wasn't scripted? The way he pulled his punches, bit his gloves, all that good stuff. You don't think it was? You don't think so?
No. I'm from that. I'm from that world, dude. Like, it's just it's not.
Yeah, I've done MMA.
It's not possible.
What do you mean? It's not possible.
It's not. It's not possible.
It's not possible to script that type of stuff.
No. We're talking Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva or Tyron Woodley got knocked out on purpose. If you think if you think Jake Paul's not a good boxer, or not an above average boxer, you're crazy.
I'm not saying he's not a good boxer. I'm saying he's not that good.
Not what?
There's a difference between
knocking out people that weigh 40 pounds less than him or 20 pounds less than him.
No, I'm talking about like when he fought Mike Tyson. I'm sorry that Mike Tyson was not good. There was so many times that Mike
years old, dude.
It doesn't matter. Did you watch any of Mike Tyson's training videos?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that he's 60 years old. Bro was going at it.
Do you think you truly believe that fight was fixed? You think Mike Tyson is going to let Mike Tyson's going to let somebody punch him in the face and not punch back?
I don't even remember him really getting punched in the face, but yes, I 1,000% think, because even before the fight, he had an interview with a kid who was talking about like, your legacy and all that, and then he went into this whole your legacy doesn't mean anything and blah blah blah. And I'm like, that's kind of a weird thing to say for a guy who fought his whole life and was like based around being the best champ. And when he went on a podcast, he said, he's got this like demon inside of him that he doesn't want to let loose because when he does, it's gonna go crazy.
Yeah, I just don't see it. I don't know. I mean, you gotta
like a few who doesn't see it. But I mean, I'm not surprised. You think a lot of people who are cheating aren't cheating either, and there's a lot. So,
I mean, I don't know. I don't.
That whole like tongue symbol thing, like where he shakes his head with his tongue out and stuff like that. That's supposed to be the sign of like calm down. And then when Anthony Joshua did it back to him, that was like a sign of like, I don't give a shit.
I just think that you are so full of shit. It's not even funny.
Me?
Yeah.
Bro, you might want to look at like a whole bunch of other people who
listen, 100%. I've heard this from a ton of people, right? I've heard this from a ton of people. I just don't think it's true. I know the fighting world, and like Anderson Silva's Anderson Silva's not gonna fucking get knocked out by Jake Paul for money. Tyron Woodley's not going to do it.
That's not a fighting world thing.
Nate Diaz is not going to do it
for money.
Nate Diaz is not going to fucking do it. If you know anything about Nate Diaz, yeah, but he lost.
Nate Diaz. Yeah, he lost by what numbers?
He lost a decision. Yes.
Yeah, by decision. Yeah. I'll dance around in a ring for somebody who can throw an extra 2 punches at me and get some fucking 20 mil. Sure.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Right. You're welcome to your opinion.
Just wanted the money.
You're welcome to your opinion, but I just don't see it.
Same opinion is.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like he fought against all these guys that are a lot less than him. I truly think that he could be a champion in his weight class. Jake Paul could be a world champion in his weight class. I truly believe that. I think he's good enough.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, Mike Tyson could take all three of us at one time. It's 60 years old.
Not at 60 years old. He couldn't do it. I'm telling you. Just couldn't do it, man.
Dude,
He's so
that dude
old,
would swing
dude.
3 times. All 3 of us would be waking up next week.
All right. Well, let us know in the comments if you think that all this is true, but we'll see. I mean,
the comments won't be reality, but I'm pretty sure that most people are also going to agree that yes, it was a stage fight.
I like that when people agree with you, then it's right, but when they agree with me, it's not reality.
What do they agree with you on?
The expedition. You're like, fuck that.
No. No. The thing with the expedition, again, here we go again. It wasn't that it cost $5 million. It was the $5 million being announced at the end of the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's where it was a problem. That's what I'm saying. Like, this first expedition, you should give everybody who made the expedition their 5 skill points. And then after that, like, we've got 60 days. There it is. Then now you've got to earn it.
I could have done it. I just didn't.
I couldn't have. Again, you're saying basically you had more time. I don't have more time.
Yeah.
The most amount of hours that I have in Arc Raiders right now has been over this last week that I've had off. And like, even people were saying you should have extended it through the new year. That way people who actually have time off now, who are normally working, could have completed it and gotten the $5 million. And I would have been able to. But now I've literally just been pushing the expedition on the new one, so that way when it gets closer, I'll be able to stack up with my limited amount of time. So
right.
Difference there.
A lot easier that you can
the expedition
tell what's coming up to now.
The what?
You can see what's like. You just look up what's needed for it. It helps a lot.
Well, I did try that with the second one, and it hadn't shown yet. But
it's up.
I've been posting it in my Discord on a thread that shows like each. So far, I'm on like stage 4 of 6 or whatever. Okay. So people can see that. But I'm sure that there's probably people who've completed it by now, and we'll have it on Reddit or something. So
I'll send it to you.
Definitely give that a look. With the trading cards thing, back to the trading cards. Did you see the people who scammed Coop's collection? I feel like if you're on TikTok, you probably see
what?
That. The people who scammed, they were opening up One Piece cards, and they scammed Coop's collection.
No.
So, Coop's collection is a pretty well-known guy who like trades a lot of the cards and stuff like that. And he went to Aiden's Vintage Vault live. They were doing a live like opening of cards, and they when they opened it, they saw like a high value card on the top, and then kind of pulled it, and you hear whispering in the background going like, God pack, disappeared off screen, didn't give him the cards, nothing like that. And then they try to come back as like another account, and people found out instantly who they were, but they were obviously pissed they scammed.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, that's why the trading card thing is hard, you know.
Yeah, pretty much anybody that like stops a live stream or messes up shit like that, like you should never trust them again, because that's bad. That's bad news. That's been a big thing in the last like 10 years is like the live people doing live breaks and then like hiding cards. Mm-hmm. It's like, dude, you think that people didn't see that? Like, these people are paying attention, like, so fucking, like, they're locked in on what you're doing. You think they didn't see that?
If my money's on the line, I'm
damn
paying attention hard.
So call me retarded, but what was the point of hiding the card?
Because when they hide the card, right? So the first card that comes up, you know, if it's a high value card, more than likely that means God tier pack, which means all the cards are going to be extremely high tier. So by trying to hide that card, they pull it off screen. They can act like they never opened a pack. It probably would have been like a $2,000 worth valued pack that they now no longer have to try and give him, because they can act like they never opened that pack.
They give him a different pack,
They give him a different pack, and then he gets less value for what he bought.
Yeah. Instead of just doing it the right way and then having somebody like that would go way more viral doing it right, and then more people would find you and shit. But
I know we've only got a couple of minutes left, and we've got a few things, but there's one thing I do want to talk about that I don't know if Casey's been watching or not. I know Cece hasn't. I finished the 8th episode today
of what?
Of Stranger Things.
Yes.
And I'm upset because it's not the final episode.
Yeah, so I remember them saying, though, that it was going to be broke up into 3 sections, but there's only 1 episode left, I believe. It comes out on the 31st. Yeah.
Wednesday at 8.
Yeah.
So it used to come out at a movie theater also, I heard. The same day it releases on Netflix, it releases in a movie theater.
I fucking hate
So what is the movie theater gonna? I love movie theaters. Is the movie theater gonna play it from their Netflix subscription?
Yeah, I have no idea. I just heard them talking about it on the radio.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a way to screen it. I mean, yeah.
I wonder how mad Netflix would get if a movie theater sold seats while the manager of the movie theater was just playing it off their Netflix subscription.
They would be pretty pissed. But like, shit like this happens all the time for stuff like that. I mean, it happens, you know?
I mean, it was...
Do you remember when Halo 3 came out and they, like, movie theaters all over the country, like, had it where you could come play it on the... Yeah. That was fucking awesome.
I thought it was crazy, though, because, like, imagine screen peeking on a movie theater screen.
Right. This will be cool as fuck, though.
It would be sweet to play on a movie theater screen, but you better give me, like, a fucking curtain that goes all the way back to my seat so no one can see my screen.
Screen peek is part of the game, man. It's part of it.
Well, I remember playing with my nephew who said he wasn't screen peeking, but he made it so obvious. So I was like, well, I'm going to do it. Dude, we'll just see how much more I read.
What we used to do was we took, like, I had a 55-inch TV, one of the big rear projection TVs, and we put I had the box from it still. So we cut, like, part of the box off and taped it on, like, the middle of the screen, and one person would sit under it with it just resting on their head. Yeah,
on their head.
Yeah, that's what we used to do. But
it's a good way to do it.
Yeah. So that was way back in the day. Playing in. I remember playing on Xbox 360, and I remember going and buying the adapter so that I could play in 480p, and I was like, oh, this made such a big difference. Such a huge difference. It was like, yeah, it probably didn't.
But it didn't.
No, and then they came out with HDMI and 720p. Oh my god, it's so much better. Yeah.
I mean, the graphics back then, I mean, you're not going to get much better with it.
No.
Just the way the graphics were, but whatever. They look cooler in a shittier version.
Let's finish up with this Discord
kids, those graphics were awesome.
And they were. They were pretty great.
The last thing, I suppose, is the Discord update. So, I'm sure you guys are aware that Discord will take up a lot of your RAM the longer it's open. The more it's open, the more it takes up your RAM. The devs have been notified of this, obviously, but they released a fix. And here's the fix. Here's the funny thing. When your Discord gets over 4 gigs of RAM, it automatically restarts your Discord. It's not supposed to do it when you're in a call, but it will if you're like in Discord doing something or whatever and it starts pulling up more. It's supposed to shut down and then restart. They did say it's not a permanent fix, and they're aware, and they're going to try and deep dive more into it. But as of right now, if your memory starts getting taken up, they're just going to reset the app.
Right now, it's not a good time to say this, but there's people that they build a PC and they put 16 gigs of RAM in it, right? Just fucking buy 32. You're going to spend like $40 more. I mean, I know right now RAM prices are
not
crazy.
Right now, but
yes, but like normally. Just buy 32. And don't even do that. Just buy 64. Just do it.
Don't buy 16, buy 32. But if you're going to buy 32, buy 64.
Well, okay, if you can afford it, just buy the 64. Then you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, I don't ever have to worry about that shit.
I think Casey has 128.
Does he really?
I have no idea what's on this computer.
There ain't no fucking way Casey has 128.
It ain't no... it might be 30. It's either 32 or 64. I have no idea. I bought this at Best Buy.
He's probably
32.
got one of those adapters that like fits in 5 cards and fits into one plug.
No, he's got that virtual RAM we talked about. Remember that a while back?
Oh yeah,
the virtual RAM. Yeah. That was good shit.
Look, I got to do anything to this computer. I'm calling you. I'm a bit.
Yeah, I'll help you through it, dude. Don't worry. I'll help you. Well, anyway, we gotta have a short episode this week because the team still has to edit the podcast and upload it, and it's already 2:00 on Sunday. So, yeah.
I mean, that gives us more time to talk about more stuff. I guess not really. Just for me to find more stuff, even though we didn't go all the way through the list.
We can hit it next week. Yeah, I just want to make sure that this is my only day to stay home all day, so I want to get this done. So
understandable. Okay, no worries. But thanks everyone for watching. Let us know in the comments anything you agree or disagree with, like the staging of Jake Paul's fights, and then of course anything you might want us to discuss next week. You can catch the show on other platforms, of course, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, And then our socials. Follow our socials. We got Facebook, X, TikTok, Patreon, and Instagram.